Hello everyone. In this lecture, I am going to solve elegant inequality problem, and this problem was asked in two national competition exam. First it was asked in Russia year 2000 and second it was asked in Taiwan team selection test year 2007. And there is a minor change in these two questions. In Russia, the condition on x and y is same as above, and in Taiwan, there is strict inequality on xy at the left hand side, and there is no change on the right hand side. X and y are two positive real number less or equals to 1. Okay, so I am going to solve this problem by two independent methods. Okay, if you look at the inequality, then clearly the inequality is symmetric with respect to both the variables. So first I am going to discuss the case of equality. In Russia there is a equality at x equals to 0, and in Taiwan there is no equality at x equals to 0. Okay, so if we consider the case x equals to 0, then I think inequality is clearly satisfied because the left hand side of this inequality becomes 1 plus 1 by y square less or equals to 2, or 1 upon root under 1 plus y square less or equals to 1, which is true. And if the inequality is true for x equals to 0, then we can say that it is also true for y equals to 0. The reason behind this is what the inequality is symmetric in both the variables x and y. Okay, so inequality is also true if we apply equality at this place. Okay, now we discuss a case when there are strict inequality at 0. Now we discuss the case when x and y both belong to the interval 0 to 1. Okay, using change of variable, put x equals to e to the power minus u and y equals to e to the power minus v. Since x and y belongs to this interval 0 to 1, then clearly u and v both are non-negative quantities. Okay, then it is equivalent to prove. Okay, move to the next page. Then it is equivalent to prove 1 upon root under 1 plus e to the power minus tu plus 1 upon root under 1 plus e to the power minus 2b is less or equals to 2 upon root under 1 plus e to the power minus of u plus v. Okay, where u and v both are non-negative real numbers. Okay, in order to prove this inequality, we consider the function fx equals to 1 upon root under 1 plus e to the power minus 2x for x greater than equal to 0. Okay, now I am going to check the concavity of this function, whether this function is convex or concave. So it is required to find the second derivative. So applying some calculus here, f dash x is what? Actually, we can write this function as 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x whole raised to the power minus half. So derivative of this becomes what? Minus half 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x raised to the power minus 3 by 2 into applying the chain rule, and the derivative of the quantity which lies within the bracket is what? Minus 2 times e raised to the power minus 2x. This minus 2 cancel out from this picture. This implies f dash x is what? F dash x equals to 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x raised to the power minus 3 by 2 into e raised to the power minus 2x. Okay, Now if we talk about second derivative, then first function as it is, we have to apply the product rule. First function as it is into derivative of second minus 2 times e raised to the minus 2x plus second function as it is into derivative of first minus 3 by 2 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x raised to the power minus 5 by 2 into minus 2 e raised to the power minus 2x. This minus 2 cancel out from here. Okay, okay. Now if we write first this term, then in numerator there is 3 and in denominator there is 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x raised to the power 5 by 2 and e power minus 2x becomes e to the power 4x in denominator. And this is the second term. In numerator there is 2 and in denominator there is 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x raised to the power 3 by 2 into e raised to the power 2x. Okay, if we take a common 1 upon 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x raised to the power 3 by 2 into e raised to the power 2x. Okay, then in bracket there is 3 in numerator and in denominator e to the power 2x into 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x, something like that, minus 2 I think, yeah. Therefore, okay, move to the next page. F double dash x equal to 1 upon 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x raised to the power 3 by 2 into e raised to the power 2x. Okay, 3 minus 3 minus e power 2x minus 2, 3 minus e power 2x minus 2 upon e power 2x into 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x, something like that. Finally f double dash x is what? Sorry, 2 times 1 minus 2 times e raised to the power 2x, this whole upon 1 plus e raised to the power minus 2x raised to the power 5 by 2 into e raised power 4x. Okay, since x is greater than 0, actually x is greater than equal to 0, therefore e to the power 2x is greater than equal to 1 and here it is greater than equal to 1. This quantity is also positive. This quantity is also positive. Therefore, overall, if this is quantity is greater than 1, therefore denominator becomes what? Sorry, therefore numerator becomes what? Negative quantity. This is less or equals to 0. Implies f is concave on x greater than equal to 0. And f is concave, so by Jensen's inequality, f of u plus b by 2 less or equals to fu plus fb by 2. This will implies fx is what? Fx, the definition of fx is actually 1 upon root under 1 plus e to the power minus 2. This is the definition of fx which is supposed in the starting line of this question. Then if fx is this, then the value of f of u plus b upon 2, put x equals to u plus b upon 2, then we get 1 upon root under 1 plus e to the power minus of u plus b is less or equals to fu. It is better to replace this 2 on the left hand side. Okay, 2 upon this is less or equals to fu is equals to what? 1 upon root under 1 plus e power minus 2u plus 1 upon root under e to the power minus 2b. Hence proved. You can check that we have to prove the same inequality here. Sorry, here actually the sense of inequality, just for a minute. The function is concave, therefore the sense of inequality must be greater than equal to 0 here. Take a pardon. Because the function is concave, therefore curve lies above the chord. Okay, f of u plus b upon 2. Okay, you can check that. We have to prove this one. This is actually the upper bound. Okay, now I am going to solve this inequality by another method. Method 2. In this problem, we have to show that initially what we have 1 upon root under 1 plus x square. Okay, we have to show this inequality 1 upon root under 1 plus x square plus 1 upon root under 1 plus y square is less or equals to 2 upon root under 1 plus xy. Okay, now I am going to use Cauchy-Schwarz inequality on the left hand side, since 1 into 1 upon root under 1 plus x square plus 1 into 1 upon root under 1 plus y square is less or equals to root of 1 plus 1, that is 2, into 1 upon 1 plus x square plus 1 upon 1 plus y square, using Cauchy-Schwarz inequality here. Okay, now in order to prove the above inequality, it is sufficient to prove that the quantity within the bracket, that is this quantity. Now it is sufficient to prove that 1 upon 1 plus x square plus 1 upon 1 plus y square, 1 upon 1 plus x square plus 1 upon 1 plus y square less or equals to 2 upon 1 plus xy. Okay, now in order to prove the inequality star, we have to prove star 1. Okay, now it is equivalent to prove 1 plus x square plus 1 plus y square whole into 1 plus xy is less or equals to 2 times 1 plus x square into 1 plus y square, implies and is implied by 1 plus x square plus 1 plus y square plus 2xy plus xqy plus xyq less or equals to 2, 2 plus 2x square plus 2y square plus 2x square y square. Okay, now there are so many terms which can be cancelled from both sides. I think 1 plus 1 is 2, definitely these two cancel out, and x square plus y square is cancelled out from here and here. Okay, okay, now for the surviving term, uh, uh, if we take xy common from these two terms, then within the bracket we have x square plus y square. We have x square plus y square, and if we shift this term 2x square y square on LHS, then this becomes minus 2xy. Okay, a perfect square appears at this place. This is less or equals to the right hand side. There are two terms, x square plus y square, and there's one term on LHS. So shift this term to the right hand side, so that one perfect square also appear on RHS. So In order to prove the inequality, we have to show that xy times x minus y whole square less or equals to x minus y whole square, or xy minus 1 into x minus y whole square less or equals to 0, and which is clearly true because we are given in the problem x and y both belongs to 0 to 1. Both the variable cannot go beyond 1, therefore their product cannot go beyond 1. Xy is less or equals to 1, so therefore this is less or equals to 0, and this is greater than equal to 0, therefore inequality is obviously true, hence proved. Okay, thanks for watching.